What's going on, everyone? This is Cadman Cycling. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome in if you're new here. I'm just now getting back into the Zwift season, which means it's time for an FTP test. I've been off the bike since about April, off of Zwift since April, taken a few rides during the summer since then, but really out of shape. So first time back on Zwift a couple days ago, immediately jumped into a ramp test just to try to get a baseline of exactly where I am. Zwift offers a couple different kinds of FTP tests. The ramp test is the shorter one, easier to complete, doesn't involve much pacing. So I decided to go forward with this one. It's a ride to exhaustion. So starting now with a 5-minute free ride, and then we jump into some 1-minute intervals starting at 100 watts. Every 1 minute we'll jump up 20 watts. And basically we'll go until we can't pedal anymore. It's a seated test, so don't get up out of the saddle at all. Just now getting started with it, but yeah, like I said, been off the bike for most of the summer. Took the bike for a few rides outside, but really I'm sure I lost most of my training that I had, that I built up during the Zwift season last winter. And as we'll find out, this FTP test definitely shows that. Like I said, I like this ramp test because it's a quick test. It's a good baseline. But I just want to see where I'm at, see what level I should be racing in, see kind of where I start the season. So as I start to ride more on Zwift, I can see where I improve. So just getting into it, jump from 100 watts, now fast forwarded about 5 minutes to 220 watts. Heart rate's starting to get up there. I'm at 181. Definitely higher than I'd like to be, but I'm out of shape. So really this is all about getting a baseline. I weighed myself before jumping on Zwift for the first time this year, put on about 2 kilograms. So even if I'm putting out the same number of watts I was a year ago, it's not doing quite as much for me, at least not at this time. So heart rate's getting up there, trying to keep the cadence high. Really just getting back into the groove. I'll be honest, and this one wasn't a lot of fun. I realized pretty early on that I've lost most of what I built up last year, so it's really a new start. My goal here is just see where I'm at, see how many watts I can put out, jump in the right category. Last year I started in Cat C, eventually moved up to Cat B at the very end of the winter. Assuming I'll kind of be back in that mid to low C range by the end of this test. So still working our way through it. We're at the about 14-minute mark, but keep in mind the first 5 minutes are all just warm-up time. So really it's a quick test. This one took me just a little bit more than 10 minutes total. Heart rate's getting high, 191. That's pretty high for me. Anything above 190 is getting close to max. My max was once around 200. I think now it's closer to 197, 198. Really nearing exhaustion here, but guys, really looking forward to getting back into Zwift season. Had so much fun competing in races last year and making these videos, so just wanted to show this first ramp test, a little bit of a how-to video. It's an easy way to find out what your FTP is. But also a nice baseline to start before getting into races. Functional threshold power is about the power that you hold for an hour. If you could, the way this ramp test calculates it is by your last minute of power that you put out in this ramp test. It then multiplies it by 75% to get your estimated FTP. So just finishing up the 280 watt block up to 300, heart rate's at 194. That's oftentimes even higher than I'll see in a Crit City race. So just giving it everything I can to keep pushing. Cadence is dropping. It was once at 100, now it's down to 80, now down to 70, and I just can't put out anymore. Barely made it to that 300 watt mark. I'll go ahead and click I'm toast, and we'll see what the new FTP is, see what the baseline is going into the season, and really looking forward to starting to train and compete. FTP's at 214, so that's pretty low. Puts me, like I said, in that mid to low C range, but guys, I'm excited to be back. Thanks for watching this video. Hope maybe you learned a little bit about the FTP test, but Also just getting an introductory video in before the season starts. I'll start racing and showing some race recaps, and looking forward to this winter season with you guys. So guys, thanks for joining. Until next time, this is Cadman Cycling. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.